Hello, it's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a flower jug shaped card. So if you like it, I really hope you'll enjoy today's tutorial. I'm going to use fresh Florals design paper, which has lots of green design papers, and that's exactly what I wanted to use for today's project. As this card is for someone who loves houseplants, so I thought those greens would be perfect. I also created my very first SVG file for scan and CAD machine, and to be honest, I really like shaped cards, so I thought this flower jug would be perfect for someone who loves flowers. If you agree, please let me know in the comments down below. I also wonder, what do you think about this shape for a card? Do you like it? Do you think it will have more uses? Because for this occasion is like for a colleague who's leaving and she got a different job and I wanted to show her how much I appreciate her. That's why I created this card. And I'm going to use a stamp set from Paper Discovery and I'm going to use my anti-static bag, VersaMark ink, and yes, we're going to do some heat embossing with gold powder. And I think that will match so beautifully with the whole design of a card. If you like flowers, I think this tutorial is for you. And I also wonder, have you ever created a shaped card with some flowers? If you have, please let me know in the comments down below how did you do it. So as you can see, our heat embossing is done, and if you're interested in any of the products I use in today's video, you can check the description down below because I put some of the links which are affiliate links, so if you use them I will get a very small commission but with no cost for you. I'm going to use Craft's Companion stamp set, and I think these flowers would be perfect for this flower jug. I thought, yes, I need something small, but yes, again, I'm going to use some gold embossing powder just to make sure that all the elements will match on my card. And I wonder, how often do you use heat embossing in your paper craft projects? Please let me know. And also, do you use them for sentiments or images as well? I'm really curious. So when all these flowers and leaves will be stamped, I'm going to do some gold heat embossing with the same powder I use for the sentiment. And as usual, I do encourage you to heat set your tool for about 10 seconds before you start melting the powder. On those videos, I always speed them up, so you have to take care when you do your heat embossing and move very quickly when you see that the powder starts melting, because if you keep your heat tool over there, the powder will melt completely, and that's not what we want. We just want very beautiful, crisp and metallic effect. So yes, I'm going to stamp all those images and heat emboss them. And please let me know if you like this jug. Maybe you'd like to get that SVG file, or maybe you would like to get a more like a bundle with different flower jugs. Do you think that would be a good idea for shaped cards? If you're interested in that, please let me know in the comments down below, because a few weeks ago I got my scan and CAD machine, and at that point, I didn't know you can actually create your own files, but now I'm at this stage when I'm actually exploring all the features of the machine, and I thought, yes, I need a jug. I couldn't find it online, that's why I designed it myself. So if you like this shape, please let me know, or maybe you've got more ideas what else I can create for a shape card that you haven't seen anywhere else. So my flowers are ready, and it is time to add a little bit of color. And I'm going to use my Zig markers, and yes, I'm going to use wet paintbrush to spread the color around. And whenever you use heat embossing and any aqua marker or watercolor markers, this is just so simple to create and it's very forgiving. So you don't have to be super perfect here. It doesn't really matter, the wet paintbrush will do all the job for you. So if you have never ever used watercolor or aqua markers with heat embossing, I really hope today is the day. And as you can see, the whole process is super quick. I think this card in total took me 35 minutes to create, which is super quick for a shaped card with some elements as well. And I'm going to fussy cut all my flowers and leaves. I know I've got my scan and cut machine, but to be honest, I missed some of the fussy cutting. That's why I actually did it for this card. And to be honest, these shapes are super easy to cut. In the set with the stamps, you also get some cutting dies, but to be honest, I wanted a smaller border than the dies give you. That's why I decided to fussy cut all of them myself. And using my Crafter's Companion scissors, it is super simple to do. And I wonder, how often do you fussy cut small elements for your cards? Or do you use your scan and cut or Cricut machines? Which one do you prefer? Please let me know in the comments down below. And also, if you have Cricut or scan and cut machine, how often do you create shaped cards? Do you find them easy, or do you design your own templates? I'm really curious and I'm looking for some ideas, so your help in the comments would be perfect. So as you can see, I'm fussy cutting all those elements and it is pretty straightforward. I absolutely love flowers and leaves, so I thought, yes, today is the day to make someone's day. And I think that shaped cards are even more personalized. As it is Monday, it is a personalized card, as I said before, because it is for a colleague who found a different job in a different environment. So I wanted to show her that yes, new adventure is always amazing, and just try what you can do in your new place. And I think that personalized cards are literally the best, and if they are shaped cards, they are even more special. So if you agree, please let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget that every Thursday on my channel I also have some Christmas projects, so stay tuned for that. And this Saturday and Sunday I'm going to have my 2 last Halloween projects on my channel this year, so I really hope you will enjoy them. And I wonder, have you seen my previous Halloween projects this year? If you haven't, I really hope you will enjoy watching them, and one of the links is in the top right corner. And now I'm going to use my one and only liquid glue, magic glue, to assemble all those pieces together. As you can see, I'm only putting small amount of glue on one of the sides, because liquid glue, and especially this one, magic glue, when it dries, it adheres all those elements forever. So it is perfect for any card making projects, as it is a book binding glue. And I wonder, have you ever used this glue in your paper craft projects? If you haven't, I really encourage you to try it, because not only it is a game changer, but it really makes your projects last forever. And that's exactly what I want, especially with shaped and personalized cards. As you can see, it dries, let's say, a few minutes, but then when all those elements are adhered, they will be adhered forever. And I also wonder, what do you think about this color combo with a little bit of gold, some pink and dark green? If you like it, let me know in the comments down below. Now you can see the back of the card, and we need to create our card base. So I also cut those 2 flower jacks using white 300 GSM multi-purpose card, and I'm going to put that on the back. And this way we actually hid some of the flowers here, and it is time to decorate the front. As you can see, I also created that decorative element on my scan and cut machine, and that really gives me that nice dimension. And for my card base, I need a scoring board, and this one is from Crafter's Companion. I'm going to create a scoreline, burnish, folded, and yes, it is time to adhere the front and the back panels together. And if you want, you can cut the bottom part of the back panel a little bit, so the card stands proudly on a flat surface. And that's exactly what I did at the very end of the video. And it is time to add some gold gems, so they will actually match our sentiment and gold embossing on the flowers and leaves. And I wonder, what do you think about this card? There is plenty of space to write your message inside, and the project project is complete. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And please let me know what do you think about shaped cards. Happy crafting!